All right, welcome back, BPD family. It is me, Big Papa D, and we're back for another one today. This is the first time this artist is on the channel, sorta. Find out who that is right after this.
Now it is time for the greatest, most handsome, talented reactor in social media today. Who wrote this nonsense? None of this is remotely true. Most handsome? Hardly. You've got to be kidding me. Here's some chubby guy who is slightly more entertaining than watching paint dry. Big Papa D! This check better not bounce, fatty.
All right, the artist we're doing today is Corey Taylor, and the song we're doing is Snuff. Corey technically has been on the channel before with Slipknot. We did, Psychosocial, I believe, is the name of the song we did before. It's the first time Corey's been on solo. So, I did see what prompted me to do this song as I was just going through stuff, and there was an interview with Corey Taylor, and he talked about this song. And what he said about the song reminded me of my main past relationship, the one that stuck with me the longest, my marriage of almost 10 years. Basically saying that it was a relationship that both parties knew wasn't quite right, but there was something about it that made letting go or getting out of it impossible. Like there was just something that drew both of them together. But when it finally ended, it like ripped a hole in his being that was never completely filled. He said that it lingered with him for years and years and years and years through multiple other relationships. And he just never got over it until recently, till he had revelations. And this reminds me of like verbatim how my marriage was, as I had that, and it was pretty evident early on that things weren't going to be right. And but we had 2 kids. It lasted 8. By the time we got divorced, it was like 9 or 10, but it lasted something like that. And when it ended, I was devastated for almost 20 years. And I had other relationships, but I was so gun shy and hurt by that one that no other relationship had a chance. So it piqued my interest. This is the acoustic version, because I think this is a better chance that this one will actually get through without being blocked. So without any further ado, we have Corey Taylor, Snuff.
I'm gonna play you a very heavy song for me. It's just hard to get through. So I'm obviously gonna need all the help I can get on this. Are you ready?
I think they like it.
Bury all your secrets in my skin. Come away with innocence. Leave me with my sins. The air around me still feels like a cage. Love is just a camouflage. No one resembles rage.
You came in with your innocence, I came in with my sin. That is so very, very close to my thing.
Love is just a camouflage. No one resembles rage.
Very close line between love and hate. Very thin line.
So if you love me, let me go. Run away before I know. My heart is just too dark to care. I can't destroy what is in there.
Wow.
Deliver me into my fate. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. I don't deserve to have you. My smile was taken long ago. If I can change, I hope I'll never know.
Wow, there's a lot to unpack there. Basically begging her to end it. And I was the same way. I was not happy. But because of the kids and other things like that, I was just literally going through the motions. And I was just begging for her to put me out of my freaking misery. And then he was talking about, let me back it up because I'm missing some of it. I didn't want to pause it because it's just so meaningful for him.
I can't destroy what is in there.
Yeah.
Deliver me into my fate. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. I don't deserve to have you. My smile was taken long ago. If I can change, I hope I'll never know.
It's like I'm in such a bad place that I just don't want to drag you down with me. I don't want you here in that. This is just terrible and it's not doing any of us any good. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. I don't know about that. You can't direct it at her, but you can still hate. But...
to have you. My smile was taken long ago. If I can change, I hope I'll never know. I still press your letters to my lips. Cherish them in parts of me. Savor every kiss. I couldn't face a life without your light. All of that was ripped apart when you refused to fight. So save your breath, I will not hear. I think I made it very clear. You couldn't hate enough to love. Is that supposed to be enough? I only wish you would, my friend. Then I could hurt you in the end. I never claimed to be a saint. My own was banished long ago. I took the death of hope to let you go.
Okay. You didn't hate enough to love. That is very nuanced. I always told my ex that I'm just like, just kill me. She's like, well, I don't hate you enough for that. I was like, no, you don't love me enough for that. Basically, what I get from you don't hate enough to love me, meaning that this is killing me. Yet I still want it. But you don't hate me enough to love me. So you know that your love is killing me. But you don't... Basically, it's not like you don't hate me. You don't care enough to hate me or love me. I don't know. That's kind of what I got from that. I kind of understand. I understand the feeling, but it's hard to express exactly what he means by that. So he's so torn in this because the first verse is basically him saying, you need to leave. And then the second verse is basically, I didn't want you to go. I just wanted you to like be strong and pull me through this. And so he hates that. He hates that she was with him, and she hates that that she left him. And as crazy as that sounds, I understand it completely. Understand it completely. All right.
To be a saint. My own was banished long ago. I took the death of hope to let you go.
Took the death of hope to let you go, and that's exactly where I got to. It took to basically where I had no hope for anything, and I just didn't care what happened from that point on. So it's like, look, there's no point in this. Just let it be over. Like, because I wouldn't speak up before. I mean, I spoke up about individual things, but I wanted it to be over so long before that. But I just didn't. I wasn't going to be the reason that my kids didn't have a family. I wasn't going to be the reason that I'm very competitive. Number one, I like to win. I wasn't going to be another family member that had a failed marriage. I wasn't going to be. I just wasn't going to do that. But at the end of the day, it's just like once everything was just got terrible and terrible and terrible and terrible, it was just like I don't care. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm never going to be the same. Things aren't ever going to be right. So I have no hope for happiness. So there's no point in us staying together and playing the game. But I love them tremendously. That's the reason why I was with them all that time. And I missed them. It tore me up. It tore my life apart. I was a miserable mess for over a decade because of it. But I was miserable there too. I guess I would rather be miserable without having somebody harking on me while I'm playing video games in my underwear. Like I said, it's just, I guess I was just going to be miserable in the sense of us being miserable together. All right, so let's back it up here.
Vanished long ago, it took the death of us to let you go.
Mike's so awesomely, man. So good.
So break yourself against my stones and spit your pity in my soul.
Wow.
You never needed any help. You sold me out to save yourself.
Wow.
And I won't listen to your shame. You ran away, you're all the same. Angels lie to keep control. My love was punished long ago. If you still can't, oh, never let me know. You still can't, oh, never let me know.
Yeah, no doubt. You can tell this is still with him. I'm going to run that last verse back. And I'm going to stop it on certain parts.
So, you never need any help. You sold me out to save yourself. And I won't listen to your shame. You ran away, you're all the same.
My ex moved to Arizona. Left me with my two children to raise. They were 4 and 5, I believe. And honestly, never had a real conversation with her ever again after we split. Until a few months ago, when we basically talked it all out. And I got closure. All right, there's that.
Your shame. You ran away, you're all the same. Angels lie to keep control. My love was punished long ago. If you still can't, oh, never let me know.
That's the line. If you still care, never let me know. Because you don't trust yourself that you might fall back into that. I was super worried. My ex just got a divorce again. And she just moved back in the area. She was living in Florida. I was super scared. Super scared that she would come around. Super scared that, you know, I was afraid. I was scared of a 5'2", 110-pound female. Because I just didn't trust myself. But she did come back. She did come here. We did sit down. We did have a long conversation. And I'm not afraid anymore because I'm done. It's over. I used to get like sick to my stomach whenever she'd come to town. And now I just don't care. She literally lives 10 minutes, 15 minutes from here. Don't care. I don't care if she ever comes around again. I don't care if she does, because there's nothing there anymore. We were able to put all that to rest. So I think he said he got closure too, but I couldn't sing a song about her. I can't do these videos that are about her, even though I'm over and it's done and over with, and I'm in a good place. It's still, you still remember that pain. It's a very traumatic time. All right, just a little step back and we'll finish her out again.
I was punished long ago. If you still get on, never let me know. You still get on, never let me know.
So, that last line reminds me of Phil Collins' song of Separate Lives, where you have no right to ask me how I feel. You have no right to speak to me so kind. It also reminds me of when we split, probably a month or so after my ex and I were talking. She was like, I just want you to know that you were a great husband and you're a good person, and I loved you more than I ever loved anybody else. And I wish the best for you. And I was like, no, hate me. Tell me I'm an asshole. Tell me I'm a... That hurts. What she said hurt me worse than anything else. So like if you actually believed any of that, either one, you're crazy, or two, it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. So you have no right to speak to me so kind. You have no right to, tell me that stuff. You've lost that right. So, yeah, that was very good. I'm going to listen to the other versions of that. I think it was originally a Slipknot song. So I'm going to listen to that and all that stuff. So this is a song I could add to my stuff, which is awesome. Very good, very good. If you have any other suggestions from Corey, Slipknot stuff is very hard to get on. You usually have to cover it up. I'm not sure about Corey's stuff. We'll find out. Let me know. All Corey's stuff will be in the description, so you can go like his stuff and subscribe. All my stuff is also down there. We're on a mission to hit 10,000 subs before the end of the year. So if you're new to the channel or you've been around, you haven't subbed yet, please do that. Hitting 10,000 will mean a lot to me by the end of the year. I really feel like I've accomplished something in the first, 7-8 months of this channel, and it'll encourage me to. Not that I'm still gonna move on. You guys don't do it and keep chugging them out, but it'll make me feel better about it. So give that a check. I appreciate you. Like I said, if there's anything you want, let me know in the description. You will see me again. Peace and love.